Hello lords and ladies, my name is Archaic King. This is Cartoon Hangout. With the latest Scooby-Doo cartoon coming out any day now, I figure it's time to do a discussion video on what we Scooby-Doo fans have to look forward to in the years to come. While we normally discuss cartoons on this segment, I've decided that even cartoon-related subjects like live-action adaptations are fair game. So it's come to my attention that Warner Brothers is once again delving into a new live-action movie, this time being a reboot of their movie franchise. Now, we've already seen about 4 live-action movies for Scooby-Doo, 2 of them being theatrical, and I'll admit I wasn't quite a fan of the first 2. I did, however, enjoy the prequel movies, even if Fred didn't have the correct hair color. There isn't much information to go on, as this news is from 2014, although we do know that Randall Green will be writing. So, how about some speculation instead? Alright, so the first 2 movies were set in modern times after the big adventures of the gang, right? What if Warner Brothers takes the opportunity to set the reboot in the 60s or the 70s? It would easily set itself apart from the 2002-2004 movies. Think about it, the X-Men movies kind of did this with their First Class movie, and that seemed to work out pretty well. The Scooby-Doo gang has always worn outfits more or less inspired by their late 60s outfits. I think the only real exception is the cartoon What's New Scooby-Doo? But what do you guys think? Cool idea or no? That's not the only big news though. Scooby-Doo is also getting a new animated movie. No, not the direct-to-video kind, but an actual full-blown theatrical release. That's pretty big news. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no other animated Scooby-Doo movie has appeared on the silver screen. This reminds me of what Sony is doing with Spider-Man. He's also getting an animated movie. Anyway, the movie is set to be released on September 21st, 2018. It'll be directed by Tony Cervone, with Allison Abbott as producer and Dan Povenmire as executive producer. Tony has some legit credentials. He's directed the most recent direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movie, and has directed episodes of The Animaniacs and Duck Dodgers, as well as writing episodes for the Cartoon Show. So I think it's in good hands. But what do you guys think about that? Anything in particular you want to see from a theatrical animated movie? And finally, we come to Scooby-Doo's up-and-coming new animated television show, Be Cool, Scooby-Doo. Let me be the first to say I'm not the biggest fan of the art style it's going with. After coming off the amazing Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, it's a little too simple for my taste. And not the good simple, like what we've seen with the original series, What's New Scooby-Doo, or even the animated films. The characters just look goofy, but maybe that's what they were going for? I'm not saying the show would be bad. On the contrary, I'm super excited for Scooby-Doo's return, although I will miss the previous show's more mature storyline, but hey, it'd be boring to have another mature Scooby-Doo one after the other, right? You gotta keep it fresh and all. As for the plot, it revolves around the gang living it up after graduating high school while running into monsters. The cast is as follows. You got Frank Welker as Scooby-Doo and Fred, Gray Griffin as Daphne, Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, and Kate McCookie, can't pronounce that, as Velma. Pretty much the usual cast you'd expect to voice the characters, at least for the past several years. The only exception is Kate, who is a new voice actress for Velma. If you don't know who she is, she's also the voice of Sadie on Steven Universe. I'm not quite sure what happened to Mindy Cohen, who has voiced Velma from 2002 onward and reprised her role in the previous show, but whatever. Sadly, Casey Kasem, the original voice of Shaggy from 1969 to 1997 and 2002 to 2009, will not have any role in the new cartoon due to his death last year. He was a huge presence in my childhood, as I would always watch the reruns of the original show and the various movies and spinoffs. If you're a Scooby fan like me, then you've got to admit that we have a bright future ahead of us. Not only are we getting a new live-action reboot, but a new cartoon and an animated film. It remains to be seen if they'll be any good, but what do you lords and ladies think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next Cartoon Hangout video. Take care.